Welcome to the Literary Titan podcast. In every episode, we dive into a book we've just read and share our thoughts, from best-selling authors to rising literary stars. We read it. Now let's talk about it.
Black is my ethnicity. American is my nationality. Argues that blackness in the United States is better understood not merely as a racial label, but as an ethnicity formed through forced displacement, shared historical trauma, cultural reconstruction, and consistent systemic treatment. The book moves from a broad discussion of ethnicity and ethnocentrism into pre-colonial African civilizations, the wreckage of the transatlantic slave trade, and the making of a new collective identity through language, religion, music, kinship, and foodways. From there, it widens into Reconstruction, suppression, Black economic life, and the modern machinery of exclusion, insisting that redlining, school segregation, employment discrimination, and criminal justice disparities are not scattered facts, but parts of one long pattern. Its central claim is clear from the outset and never wavers. Black identity in America is a historically produced peoplehood, and the language of ethnicity names that reality more precisely than the language of race does. The author writes like someone trying not just to make an argument, but to rescue a framework from distortion. And there are moments when that urgency gives the book real heat. I found the sections on cultural reconstruction especially compelling because they shift the book from taxonomy into lived human texture. Hush harbors, spirituals carrying double meanings, fictive kinship, jumping the broom, AAVE as structure rather than broken speech, foodways shaped out of memory and deprivation. Those passages have life in them. They show the book at its strongest when it starts revealing. I also admired how often the author refuses the deadening abstraction that can flatten books like this. The emphasis on survival, adaptation, and continuity gives the work a heartbeat. I think the book is more persuasive in conviction. There's a lawyerly quality to the writing, especially in the prefatory and structural passages, that gives the book rigor. The prose favors repetition. Some case studies and examples are vivid, like the Zong, Mansa Musa, Eatonville, or the discussion of how school funding and redlining reproduce inequality. The ideas are powerful. It's not coy, not detached, and certainly not interested in false neutrality. It wants accuracy, naming, and historical continuity, and it pursues all three with unusual steadiness. I found Black is my ethnicity, American is my nationality intellectually earnest, emotionally charged, and most moving when its historical argument becomes cultural witness. It's not a subtle book, but it's a deeply intentional one, and its strongest pages carry the weight of someone trying to name a people in full rather than leave them trapped inside an old and inadequate vocabulary. I finished it feeling that, whatever one makes of every turn in the argument, the book has genuine stakes and a real pulse. I'd recommend it most to readers interested in Black identity, American history, ethnicity, and the language we use to describe collective experience, especially those willing to engage a book that is less interested in polish for its own sake than in saying something it believes urgently needs to be said.
Thanks for joining us on the Literary Titan podcast. If today's review sparked your interest, be sure to pick up a copy of the book and experience it for yourself. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a rating, or share it with a fellow book lover. Until next time, keep reading, not just to escape, but to grow.